Okay, this is another of my videos on the subject of pipe smoking, and they're doing rather well on YouTube, so thank you all for that. Thank you for giving me thumbs up. Thank those who have subscribed, and especially those who have left a comment. If you do fancy subscribing, that would be great. It'd help me grow this channel. It's free, doesn't cost you a penny, and you'll get notified whenever I upload some more future uploads. And the subjects I cover are very varied, of course. In fact, they're eclectic as it can be. There's more going on this channel than in a prostitute's underwear. So, you know, give us a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and give us a comment. Today I'm going to be talking about pipe smoking and asking, is it an hobby or is it indeed an habit? And also explaining why I keep coming back to the pipe. Now today I'm smoking a Basil Meadows pipe. This pipe was made by an American pipe maker, Mr. Basil Meadows, and he gave me this pipe for free several years ago because he said it didn't reach his exacting standards. I think there was a couple of flaws in the briar that he wasn't happy with. Anyway, he sandblasted it, and it smokes wonderfully, so shout out there for Basil Meadows. Basil Meadows! And I'm going to be smoking the Clan, the new version of Clan. Clan tobacco, of course, I used to smoke a lot back in the day, but I haven't had a pouch of Clan until I bought this pouch recently for more than 5 years. I was estimating 5.5 years. And as I mentioned in a previous video when I reviewed Clan pipe tobacco, it's changed somewhat from the version of Clan I was familiar with all those years ago. So I think of this Clan as Clan 2.0 stroke 567 //568 new improved Clan -- internet sign. That's how I think of it now. It has actually changed its name, but that's because of anti-tobacco laws dreamt up by those bureaucrats up in Brussels who earn a fortune for just interfering in everyone's lives. Where it was once called Clan Aromatic, it's now got to be called Clan Original, which of course is ironic because it is totally different to the original, which was the Aromatic. Now, so let me spark up this Basil Meadows creation here, which I've smoked over the years. I would be confident in saying I've probably smoked in excess of 100 bowls in this over the years. Now, is pipe smoking a hobbit or an hobby? And not a hobbit. An hobbit's one of those little fellas who run around in Tolkien universes or in Comic-Con conventions. An habit rather than a hobbit, or an hobby. Now, I can't really say it's an habit because when I gave up cigarette smoking, I was a chronic cigarette smoker, though that was an habit. And I've given up for 6 years now. Now, I never intended to give up the pipe, but I cast my pipe aside when I first gave up cigarette smoking because I was worried that it would send me back down that slippery road to becoming a chronic cigarette smoker. And so I held off a pipe for like 5.5 years. And now that I'm back on the pipe, I will, on average, smoke maybe 2, maybe 3 bowls a day, but there are days when I don't have any bowls at all. So I would be in the camp of saying pipe smoking is a hobby rather than a habit because, as I say, you need tools to keep your pipe going, and when you really get into the pipe world, you'll find yourself exploring different tobaccos, different cuts of tobaccos, different varieties of tobaccos, Virginias, Burleys, Cavendishes, Periques, Turkish tobaccos, Oriental tobaccos. So you'll find yourself running that gamut. You'll also find yourself experimenting with the type of pipe you use. We're using briar pipes, meerschaum pipes, corncob pipes, clay pipes even, or even metal pipes such as the Falcons, which are especially beloved to me. So I would say pipe smoking can be categorized in most cases as a hobby rather than a habit. I suppose for some people it is an habit because nicotine, of course, which is the addictive component in tobacco, is very much evident in pipe tobacco, and that can get hold of you and it can become an habit. So I suppose for a lot of people pipe smoking could be an habit, but it's also just as valid to call it
I watch the sun descending and the birds fly home to rest. In the hush when day is ending, that's the hour when I feel blessed. Smoking my pipe
This Clan 2.0 // 56857 new and improved is really nice.
Smoking my pipe like a whisper through the cornfield.
You know, when I say it's an hobby, there will be a lot of people who disagree with me and look down at me with disdain, look down, they know, something like that. Oh, my dear boy, it's a dreadful habit, a dreadful, dreadful habit. Those people seem to have strange accents, don't they? And there's, you know, they'll ask you things like, why do you do it? Why do you smoke that dirty thing? I've been asked that a couple of times over the years. And I'd like to answer that question here today. Why do I smoke a pipe? Well, I suppose there are many reasons that I smoke a pipe. Relaxation being one of them. Comradeship, of course. Pipe smoking can bring people together, being another. Experience the delights of a good, well-blended, well-grown, well-cured tobacco is something special. But I suppose the reason that I smoke a pipe, well, as I say, there are several reasons, but I suppose one of them are that it makes me irresistible to the opposite sex.
Mummy, this is Tony.
Hello. Live in
And
peace
that's
with
true,
your
the chicks go wild for it.
And smooth, and the aroma. Oh, the chicks are back. Pass the word, the chicks are back. Carter Hall.
Another reason, of course, is that the image of pipe smoking radiates out from the person who's got that briar or that meerschaum or that corncob or that clay or even that metal pipe stuck in their gob. The image is that a pipe smoker is not a dawdler, not a passive personality, but a man of action. And another thing that pipe smoking does, it does promote comradeship. Because if you've ever been to one of the many pipe club meetings that are held across not only across the UK where I'm from, Wales specifically, but the world. There are many pipe meets that take place, pipe club meetings, all across the world, throughout the year. So pipe smoking can promote a feeling of comradeship, of shared friendship, of like-minded people to getting together and partaking in pipe smoking, which is quite a unique hobby.
Cool.
As I say, the chicks love it.
You know, I always thought St. Bruno men preferred quiet evenings at home, with a pipe full of this cooler smoking, slower burning St. Bruno thing. But no way. They may like their solitude, but they're far from being zombies. Right, Bruno?
Whisper through the cornfield comes a gentle evening breeze. At the doorway of my cottage I recall old memories. Smoking my pipe.
We're also living in a fast-paced world, especially these days, you know, with the way the internet now has become such an intrinsic part of all our lives, and the way that we are now connected to each other globally in a way that we never have been before. Life can become very frantic, life can become very stressful, and sometimes you have to take a moment to sit back and enjoy the moment, to enjoy that pipe smoking moment.
Now the Congo smoker, I see.
Oh, condo mild. Same old condo, all such a mild green sort of thing. Oh, well, welcome aboard, old boy. Yes, I vividly remember my first pipe full of condor. We were just rounding the Cape. Bit of a typhoon going up. The captain turned to me and said, "What time is
Nothing
it?"
should disturb that condor moment.
So that's why I smoke a pipe. And all you anti-smokers, I respect your opinion, and no doubt some of what you're saying is right, but until you experience the sensation of smoking a good pipe, and not just puffing away to get a nicotine hit, but the sensation of smoking a good pipe filled with good quality tobacco, then you really shouldn't judge.
Oh, where do we go for honey? I think. Lovely. Hold on, Tom. Let's relax here. Oh, Benson and Hedges.
Live in peace with your pipe with Benson and Hedges, Mellow, Virginia. Ready, Rob?
Pipe smokers, of course, as I said, far from being passive personalities, can be very sporty.
You know, I'm really a nice, easygoing guy. Like you, I enjoy a little peace and quiet. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So it's good I've got my Captain Black. It's always cool smoking, it never bites me, and you never have to inhale. So if you're not getting all the peace and quiet you want, hey, relax and enjoy a pipe full of Captain Black. Never.
And fit. I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is probably known for his fitness level, is a pipe smoker. He smokes mostly cigars, but he does enjoy an occasional pipe from time to time. So there are many reasons to smoke a pipe. But of all the reasons I've given you today for smoking a pipe, perhaps the main reason is that when I've got my pipe in my mouth, I can sit back and watch the plumes of smoke as they float up towards the blue skies above, mingle with the clouds. And that gives me a sense of contentment, of peace with the world, and allows me to ignore the insane prattle of all you anti-smoking activists, you people who can't see the difference between a cigarette, a cigar and a pipe, who's simply got a black and white view that smoking is smoking, whether it be a pipe, cigarette or cigar. But in the spirit of debate, of intelligent debate, I've got something to say to you people. And that is, leave me in peace with my pipe.